everybody! This week I'm going to show you how to make these adorable Halloween decorations out of tea lights. I am going to show you how to make all 4 of these decorations. My niece Shelby shared with me a picture of a snowman made out of tea lights. And that is what inspired me to come up with Halloween tea light decorations. Thanks for the inspiration, Shelby. I love you. I will leave a list of the things that I use for my decorations down below. But the ideas are endless, so use your imagination to come up with your own ideas and materials that you can use. I got my tea lights at the Dollar Tree, 2 for $1. I used paint pens to paint my bat and my pumpkin because the package said that they were made to paint plastic, but you still have to be careful about nicking them. I used the acrylic paint that had the wine glass stickers on the top, and that paint worked great. Regular acrylic paint didn't work well at all. Experiment with different ideas to see what works well for you. If you give this craft a try, I would love to hear what you used to paint your tea lights with and how well they worked for you. So please leave your feedback in the comment section down below. I set my painted tea lights in front of the fan to help them dry faster. I gave them 2 or 3 coats. Use Google to search for cute face ideas that you like best for each of your tea lights. Let's start off by making the ghost. We will use a foam sheet to make the ghost. The best thing to do is to make a pattern onto a piece of paper. I outlined the size of the foam piece onto the paper to be sure I didn't make it too big. I also lightly traced the tea light size onto the paper so I knew how big the head of the ghost should be. Then draw out a ghost pattern on the paper using a pencil. Cut the paper ghost out along the pattern line. Next, draw a circle in the middle of the ghost face. Cut a small slit with a pair of scissors. Then push the tea light nose through the hole. Now use your paper pattern to trace the ghost onto the foam piece. Cut the ghost and nose hole out of the foam sheet along the lines. Push the nose through the hole to be sure it fits. Draw the face you chose for the ghost onto the foam sheet with a pencil. Use a marker to draw over your pencil lines when you are happy with the face you drew. I used sparkle acrylic paint to give my ghost a sparkle, but this step is optional. I used Halloween glitter foam stickers that I got at the Dollar Tree to decorate my ghost. This is also optional. I thought it added a cute touch. Use a glue gun to glue a small piece of ribbon around the tea light so you can hang the ghost up. Then glue the ghost into place on top of the tea light like this. Let's make the pumpkin. Here is the face that I chose. I found it on a cupcake. Use a paint pen to draw the whites of his eyes. After it is dry, paint the black parts onto his face. Then when the black part is dry, use a marker to lightly draw pumpkin lines on him. Use a foam sheet or a green piece of felt to make a leaf. I used a marker to make leaf lines on the leaf. Hot glue the leaf on. Use a brown or dark green pipe cleaner to make the stem of the pumpkin by twisting it around itself like this. Then use a pencil or paintbrush to wind a small piece of pipe cleaner around it to make a vine piece. Glue the vine and stem onto the top of the pumpkin. The last step is to glue the ribbon onto the top of the pumpkin so that you can hang it up. The easiest Halloween tea light is the bat. Look for the shape of the wings that you want your bat to have on Google. Then trace the tea light onto a piece of paper and draw out one of the wings with a pencil to fit the size of the bat head. Cut out one of the wings and then fold it in half like this. Then trace the bat wing to make the second wing on the other side. Now cut out the rest of the wing pattern. Lay the wing pattern onto a black foam sheet and trace around the wings with a pencil. Then cut the wings out. They look great. Next, paint the face onto your bat, letting each part dry before doing the next. Use hot glue to glue the piece of ribbon around the head, making sure the loop is at the top. The hot glue showed up against the black, so I used my paint pen to paint over the glue once it was dry. Put a little hot glue in the center of the wings. Then place the bat head in the center. Be sure not to cover up the on-off switch on the back. Now let's make my favorite tea light candle, the witch. Like the other tea lights, pick a face and carefully paint it onto the tea light. Now to make the top of the hat. Use black felt and cut a rounded corner out of the felt like this. I made the brim of the hat the same size as the tea light and used the tea light as a guide to cut it out. Cut a small piece of ribbon and fold it. Glue it to the top of the triangle. Then glue along the edge of the triangle and pinch both sides together like this. This forms a funnel. Trim the bottom of the funnel so that it is even across the bottom. Then put glue around the bottom rim of the funnel and set it onto the center of the brim of the hat so that it looks like this. I used a purple colored yarn for my witch's hair. Lay the yarn across the top of the witch's head to see how long you need to make the strands. Then continue to fold the strands until you have enough strands to make the hair. Once you have enough strands, tie a knot in the middle. Use your scissors to cut all the loops on each side of the hair. Here's the fun part. Separate each little strand of each piece of yarn to give your witch wild and crazy hair. To make the witch's shoulders, cut an oval out of the black felt and cut one slit on each side of the oval. Hot glue a dot on one side of the slit and push the other side of the slit into the glue. Do both sides to make an oval cup shape. Now glue the head onto the shoulders. Glue the hair onto the head. Glue the hat onto the hair. Make a bow out of ribbon and glue it onto her hat. I use puffy paint to give my witch moles. It adds the perfect touch, and I think she turned out absolutely adorable. I absolutely love all of these decorations, and I hope that this video inspires you to give it a try too. If you decide to make some and would like to share your projects with us, stop by our Facebook page and post a picture. And if you do, I will feature your picture in our next video too. Here is what was shared with us this week. Billy made this awesome spooky cup, and she also made this spooky Halloween pillow. I will leave a link to her Etsy shop down below. If you like this craft idea, hit the like button and share it with your friends. You can also see some behind the scenes stuff on our family channel, Crisp Nation. We would love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching and sharing. I love you all, and I'll see you next week with another craft. Bye! It glows in the dark. Scary. Look at the witches. They glitter. They change colors. We're gonna try it. You know how I like my crows. Look, they took one of our family pictures and put it on a little printout.
Yeah, this is all good.
Yeah, you look great there. Fall stuff. I wanted to show you what I got today. These little tea light candles. Oh, they're awesome. Paint to go with these. Purple because that is very Halloweeny. I also got some purple ribbon for my crafts, and look, this ribbon is really cool. That is very Halloweeny. I got these little glitter foam stickers. Oh, they're so cute. Look. Let's see what Jared's doing.
Feeding the fire.
Feeding the fire. Look at that fire. We didn't wind up having one down at the bottom of the hill, did we?
No, it's a little too hot, but it's cooling off now. The sun's about to set.
Look at that fire. Looks good.